Hey guys, so in my last video I showed you how I converted my bicycle from a normal braking system to a disc brake. So I remember promising you guys that I'll be showing you the process when I restore it slowly by slowly. So in this video I want to convert the front wheels to use rim brakes. For the front setup, the reason as to why I need to change the rim and the tire and the hub, it's mainly because number one, the front wheels is a bit old, so the tire is a bit worn out, the rim is a bit crooked, to the extent that when you're riding along the way you start to notice that the bicycle is a bit wobbly. It shakes a lot, inatingikanga kama nonsense, it shakes a lot because the tire is not as round as it's supposed to be. So when it reaches a certain point, it starts to shake like nobody's business. And again, the old braking system is different from the new kind of braking system that I want to install. The rim brakes has a completely different setup. It needs a different hub for it to operate, but I'll be showing you the parts in a second. Actually, let me just show you the parts so you can understand everything. Yeah, so these are the new parts. This is the new steel rim, a new tire. The reason as to why I chose a steel rim as compared to an aluminum kind of rim. Yes, the aluminum doesn't rust, the aluminum is light. But now the problem is whenever you hit something like a pothole accidentally, be rest assured that rim is going to bend. I came to notice that the steel rim is a bit heavy and strong. So the moment I find myself going into potholes accidentally, it still retains its shape. The aluminum is good, but it has its disadvantages. Yeah, that's the reason why. So here are the spokes, the new spokes. Brake pedals, mine are a bit worn out, so I chose to replace them. These are plastics. Then we have the new hub. This is the hub that is going to hold the rim brake on this side. I'll be showing you how it works in a short while. Then my handlebars are ugly. I used to use insulation tape to cover it up, but now I bought some they're called bar tapes. They're normally installed around the area where you grip, and it makes the bicycle look relatively good. Now we come to the weird stuff. So these are the brakes that I'm planning on installing. These are not normal brakes that people are used to. Wale wenye wamezoea kuona zile bicycle za kurace, ile watu wa Mombasa wanaitanga majongo. The steering is normally curved. It's normally not just a straight normal kind of a steering. It's normally curved. I think I'll put a picture of how it looks like. So as you see, the brakes are normally on the lower side. And in most cases, to avoid bending that much, I normally find myself holding at the top side. But sasa shida hiyo kwa sababu brakes iko huku chini, whenever I need to stop, I have to force myself to go down and grab the brakes. But with this, let me show you how they're supposed to look like. This is for the left. Yeah, so this is how it looks like. So this is the right side, this is the left side. So these handles are supposed to be in a manner that even if you hold the top side of the bar, you can still brake using these handles. I think I'll show you a picture of how it looks like. You can still brake with these handles. I came to realize that I really need this since nilikuwa najipata if something ikitokea tu mbele yangu ghafla, I firstly try to solve kabla hata sijafinya brake. Kisa na maana brakes ziko huko chini. Nikisema ni kuinama niende nikafinye, it might be a bit too late. So I had to think of this. I had to buy this since nilijua zitanisaidia sana, zitasaidia kuokoa maisha. Yeah. So this is the brake I was telling you about. It's called a rim brake, if I'm not wrong. Wakati I was buying the rotor brakes, I was trying to explain it to my brother since he was the one who was buying them from me from Mombasa. Then we had a bit of miscommunication. Then he ended up buying these ones. I have never used them. I don't know how they work. Okay, I have an idea of how they work, but I've never used them in a bicycle before. So I told myself, badala ziende west, I'll install them in the front wheel since the rear wheel has the disc brake. So from my minimal understanding of this and my assumption is that this part is installed to the hub. Let me show you how. this side. Yeah, like that. So this part will rotate with the wheel. As the wheel is moving, this place will rotate with the wheel. This part will be mounted on the bike, if I'm not wrong, na itakuwa mali permanent. Hii haitakuwa ikisonga, so that whenever you push this lever, hii kitu inatokea ndani na iko na hii material yenye ina grab onto this. So whenever you are on motion, ukivuta hiyo cable, hiyo chuma, hiyo kimawe inakaa kama kimawe, sijui ni graphite ama ni nini. Mimi nilianguka chemistry, do not judge me. Inakuja inauma hapa, so ikiuma slow down. So that's the basic knowledge I have of rim brakes. How it's installed, I don't even know. I will figure out tomorrow. So this is how it looks like. When you brake, it holds onto this and it can't rotate. When you release, it can rotate. When you brake, it holds onto this, it can't move. When you release, it rotates. So yeah, that's what I think. So having showed you the parts, I will not bore you with the step-by-step process of how to install a tire and the spokes. I'm sure in the last video I showed you that part. The only part that I'll be interested on is I'll be showing you how this brake is mounted to a wheel. Actually, I'll be learning. It's the first time I'm seeing this being done. So yeah, stay tuned. I hope you learn a thing or two. Enjoy.
So at this point, the wheel has been assembled. Spokes zimewekwa, hub imekuwa installed, the tire has been put also. Since the back wheel is the one that carries all the weight, kubeba mtu literally inafanyanga kazi mingi, I decided to put the new wheel at the back. Then since nilikuwa replaced just the other day, it wasn't that worn out, I took it to the front side. So that's why you know my fundi is removing the back wheel, so that you can take the new tire and put it at the back. Then it takes the old tire yenye iko nyuma and let side ya mbele, since mbele hakunanga weight mingi as compared to nyuma. So since weight mingi iko nyuma, there's a lot of wear and tear as compared to the front. Yeah. So finally we've reached a point where we are going to install the drum brake to the bike. As I told you earlier, these things are not meant for this kind of bicycles. Ni modification tu nimeamua kufanya since I already had it. So we are trying to figure out if everything will fall into place. We're trying to see if everything will fit and if it will even work in the first place. So the ile plate ya kwanza nilionyesha it's already installed. We're just trying to mount the tire to the bicycle and see where all the cables run through. Luckily, it seems everything is working. I was so scared that yote itakuwa waste. So when you pull the lever, the tire stops. That's how it's supposed to work. After confirming everything works as it's supposed to, it's now time to tighten all the bolts, all the nuts, and yeah. So the more he tightens that bolt, it's the more the frame of the bicycle grips to the housing of that band brake. Ndo inafanya hii ya nje inakuwa permanent haisongi, but the inside one moves. It's because the more you tighten this bolt, it tightens up, inashikilia kabisa your housing. This brake also has a clip that helps hold the brake to the frame of the bicycle. That's the one that is tightening right now. Now it's time to put everything back together. Since the new tire has been fitted at the back wheel, is now it's literally just putting everything back together. Finally, it's time to route the brake cable to the drum brake. So I tried to make sure that the brake was tight enough, lakini sikuwa nataka ikuwe tight to the extent inakuwa kama emergency. Design nikishika, I can find myself flipping towards the front side. So it was tight enough in the manner that it can slow me down, but isinisimamishe kama emergency brake. That is not something I will dream of. Because the moment you do that, utajikuta mbele ya baiskeli umerushwa. She's finally done, maze. Maybe just look at how pretty she looks. Since I'm finally done with the installation of the rim and the tire and the spokes and the brakes, it was time to replace the bar tips. When you unaona mazi kitu inakaa sura mbaya, hii ni tape nimeweka kutoka nikiwa primary, nimekaa hizo miaka zote hadi wa leo. So it was time I finally replaced it. Ndio hiyo unaona nimetoa, kuna a lot of rust down there. Hii sasa ndo tunaita bar tape. Hii ndio tunaenda kuwrap around the steering. So since ilikuwa mara yangu ya kwanza kuinstall hii kitu, nilikimbia YouTube pale nikaangalia video 2-3 it's supposed to be installed. I didn't want to mess everything up. Sikuwa nataka niweke either itoke after 2 days ama ikae vibaya, since unajua it plays a very huge role kwa ikikuja kwa grip na comfort ya mkono. So after research nikaamua kwanza kuweka, and I'm happy with the turnout. It came out really nice.
So as you can see, these are the new braking levers. Sahi nikitaka kusimama, when I want to stop, I just pull this lever and it pushes the front levers in a pulley cable, bike inasimama. Before, for me to stop, I had to come all the way down to press this lever. So this kind of makes my life a bit easier since I love riding when I'm holding the top bar. Yeah. We also have a new bar tape. Actually, this bicycle has never had a bar tape. Nilikuwa nimeweka insulation tape ili ya stima. Right now it feels very comfortable, very comfortable when I'm holding the bar. Yeah, the small changes that make a very huge difference when it comes to cycling. So guys, this is the new look. This is a new bar tape. Inasaidia sana kwa aesthetics na kwa grip. Kishikilia unasikia fiti sana time una cycle. Na before nilikuwa nimeweka insulation tape ilikuwa inakaa vibaya. Na wakati nilitoa mliona hii bar ilikuwa imeoza yote. It had rusted everywhere. So these are the new brake levers. When you pull this up, inasukuma kitu chini. So inakupunguzia hassle ya kwenda all the way down kushika brake. This is the new drum brake. I know it's supposed to be at the back wheel, but niliweka kwa sababu nilikuwa nao na sikuwa nataka iende west. So these are the new steel rims, the new tires, the new spokes, new pedals. Zile nilikuwa nazo zilikuwa zimechapa, zilikuwa zimeanza kucrack juu ya kufanya kazi miaka mingi sana. Yeah. So hapo ndo nimefikia guys. Niliwaambia niliopromise nitawaonesha step by step venye nitarestore bike. I've been having it for so many years, lazima nirudishe back to its glorious days. Venye meona, it's not an easy process, it's not a cheap process, it's very expensive, so you have to save up a little bit. Unanunua part moja unaweka, unanunua part nyingine unaweka, hadi unafika mali unaona umefanya kitu. And generally it's been riding well, so it's way more smoother. Ile setback niko nao ni ati since nimeweka steel rims, the bike has become extremely heavy, imekuwa nzito. But I don't mind. Si ati ni nzito sana, I don't mind. Sababu shida aluminium, yes it is light, but now ukikula kashimo hiyo rim imeendea hapo, imebendia hapo. So the next video mtaona, I guess itakuwa ya kupaka rangi. I'm going to try and see how I can go about it. It's hard kurudisha the stock paint yenye iko hapo, it's so hard, but I'll see what I'll do about it. Kama umefika hapa, thanks for watching mazee, nashukuru sana. Mzidi kuwatch na kusubscribe. Till next time.
Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Let's go. Thoughts can keep you down, pushing deep until you drown, or they can keep you up strong, focused on the now. Glass half full, or has it been emptied out? Well, that's all up to you and your mind. Do you doubt anything, everything, not a thing? Make my thoughts work for me, manifest what I need, what I want, what I see. I could be anything, I attract all the things that I see. I believe I'll achieve as I breathe in and out again and again. I don't doubt, I sit and I plan, and I found out that I can execute if I'm driven.